So today I'm out here with Andre. Andre, how old are you?
26.
And how long have you been doing blues, Andre?
I've been doing blues for about three and a half years.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have a son.
How old is your son?
My son is 10.
And how'd you get started with blues?
So it slowly progressed from doing like prescription narcotics, and then I just needed something stronger, and then eventually led down the path to run into what's known as the fentanyl.
And have you ever tried treatment?
Yes, I have. I've tried it one time, and it was a good program. But it's like any addiction. I ended up relapsing, and I'm thinking about going through it again.
What was good about that program?
The main thing, the one thing I did like the most is at that particular program, which was Crossroads, is the staff that coordinate the program, and the instructors. They've all been through addiction, so they understand what it is to be an addict, and it's not an easy task to complete, and relapse does happen, and it's just like it was like a judgment-free zone.
When you ended up going to Crossroads, what was the thing that motivated you to go? What pushed you to get there last time?
I mean, it was just a simple fact. Well, I was tired of getting arrested, going to jail, due to my addiction. So I was looking for a change. I gave it a shot and see if it could help me.
How long were you clean for?
So to the program, I did what? I think I did the program for 120 days, and then I stayed clean after that for about 2 months. So altogether, probably about 6.
And was there something that triggered you to go to relapse?
Yeah. So the biggest thing for me is just when I don't really have nothing to do, I guess, is boredom. I'm looking for something to kind of take the edge off of. So at that time, this is when the COVID first kind of took place. So during completing the program, I had started my job and started an apprenticeship, which was helping me, start my new life and hopefully find a career. But when the COVID hit, it slowed down all the work, so I had a lot of free time on my hand, and then I ended up actually coming back to like my areas, and where I started my addiction at. So being around old friends and the area that I'm familiar with kind of led me to the relapse.
So when's the last time you saw your son?
The last time I actually saw him was when I was sober. When I had completed the program, and at the end of that, I moved into a sober living house.
And how does your family know that your current lifestyle, where you're going through, living out here? What do they say?
I mean, my family, they love me, and they want me to get clean, and they're there to help me and support. But it's just, sometimes it's hard fighting the addiction, and I just kind of don't want to waste their time. I want to change, I want to do good, and I know my family's there for me. So it's more on me having to make that necessary step and actually put in the footwork.
When do you think you're going to get the motivation to go back to treatment similar to last time?
I mean, well, it's Like, so I want to do it. It's just kind of, I guess making that first step again is just kind of like, you get kind of nervous, if that makes sense. You know, just when you're in addiction, you're scared of change, basically. So that, you know, but once I, you know, get over that hump and you know, just bite the bullet and get in there, then, you know, then I know it's all, you know, downhill from there.
So
Another thing I'm considering doing too, which I didn't do last time, which, you know, might actually help me, is what they call medically assisted treatment. So like, you know, doing like the methadone or Suboxone or take something like that, which, you know, I didn't do last time. So I think that might also, you know, help me with my recovery.
So as I mentioned earlier, the purpose of this channel is to create prevention through awareness. Prevent the young people out there from trying this, because you wouldn't want your son in a couple years to be out here, right? So
Right.
we need to educate people that this is how you're gonna live if you try the blues, right? So I'm gonna commend you for your courage to share your story, let people know what it's like. You've been through recovery. You're back out here again, and you relapsed, and so, but I think you could do it again and then stay clean and then go back to being a father for your son, right? Because not only are you suffering, but more importantly, your son's suffering, right? Because he needs a father right now. 10 years old.
Yeah.
That's you know, he's about to be a teenager, right? He
Yeah.
definitely needs you in his life. Do you think about that?
Yeah, all the time. And sometimes that's, it's my motivation, but and then sometimes it can also be like a hurdle, you know what I mean? Because it sends me into depression, and then, you know, what's the answer for, you know, people who are addicts or have an addiction? When they feel that pain or something, or an emotion that they don't like, you run to, you know, get high to numb that pain. So it's definitely there, you know, playing in the back of my mind. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, but, you know, I need to be more on the positive side to help me take that first step to get back into treatment.
So thank you very much for sharing your story. I'm going to give you my contact information so you can contact me when you're ready to go, you need a ride, you want to go back to Crossroads, or you want to try a different program. You know, sometimes folks out here, they when I interview people, they say, I don't have support, which might be true, might not be true, right? Because sometimes you guys burn bridges with family and friends and whatnot, right? So there's a reason why there might not be support. But, you know, you also have to need to know that there's people that'll take you, that'll support you, and sometimes it takes a stranger to plant a seed and let you know that you're worth a lot more than what you're currently living, right?
Yeah.
So Andre, thank you very much. Stay safe out here. It's dangerous what you're doing. Every pill that you smoke could be your last pill, right? There's some pills out there, they don't make them right because they're counterfeit. So you know the dangers, right? But
Yeah.
the addiction is so strong that you're willing to gamble with your life, basically, right?
Yeah, it's like Russian roulette sometimes, you know?
Exactly, and that's sad, you know, because you're young, your son is young, and your son needs you right now. So think about that, okay? Let that dwell, let that sink in, that it's not just you, but your mom, your dad, your family, it's more important to your son, okay? So thank you, Andre. And before I forget, I asked you if you were hungry, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time you ate?
Probably like 2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yeah.
All right, so I went to go get you a burrito, California burrito, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
you like California burritos
Yeah.
with the horchata, right? Because you like horchatas, right? That's your
Yeah.
favorite, you said?
Yes, sir.
So that that lunch is provided by, sponsored by Excalibur Rings. Okay, so he sent me money so I could get you some lunch. So if you want to give a shout out, thanks to Excalibur Rings on YouTube.
Thank you, Excalibur Rings. We appreciate it.
Yep. So thank you, brother. You enjoy and stay safe. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Art.